Alright, good morning. Hold on one second. Hopefully this is working fine. Let's see if the camera's working too, hopefully. Alright, good morning. Sorry, this week has been quite a busy week for me. Alright, hello, good morning. I am chilly, I just woke up. Welcome to session 28. I prepared this, I think, a day or two ago. Today's grammar lessons. So for today's itinerary, we have greetings, English for everyone, chapter 10 and 11, question, comments, concerns, and suggestions. I see someone is in the chat with us right now. So I see Amu Kimim. Welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for joining me in this early hour. Apologies for waking up late, guys. This week has been rough in terms of doing a lot of paperwork. I feel exhausted more than usual. I don't know if any of you guys can relate. I've been noticing a lot of symptoms that are taking place this entire week. Like, I think I'm feeling two of them are body ache and fatigue, which are the strongest for me lately. I don't think I have COVID because I'm not feeling any other symptoms. So I'm not coughing, I'm not feeling fever, etc. But lately I'm just feeling a lot of like body aches and strong fatigue. So that's really like the main case for it. Yesterday I did try to get a lot of rest for myself, but it's just this week has been quite heavy in terms of paperwork. So I realized like working on paperwork is very exhausting for me, especially when I'm looking at a screen 24/7. It is a tiring experience for myself. So hopefully after this week things will get better next week. I'm just hoping that tomorrow will get a little bit better. I just have so many papers to grade, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is an example of the stack of papers I have to grade, and it is a lot of work, so it's a little bit exhausting. It's a lot of housekeeping work, but it's okay. I try to get as much rest as possible too. Yeah. So we're gonna move on because we do have a short time today and jump straight to English for everyone. Okie dokie. Hopefully this works. Oh yeah, so if you're watching this on YouTube, I just added a chat feature from Instagram, so it should be seen there now, so it's awesome. If you have comments, you can actually see it on YouTube now. But here on Instagram, there's nothing new added. It's just I added it in the YouTube feature just because I figured if people wanted to leave comments, it can just show up there and it'll be recorded that way too. So just added that little feature there. Anyways, we're gonna jump straight into our grammar for today. Okay, so we're looking at the body for the vocabulary. We're gonna start with the first word here. We have the word, let me just, because I don't have my tablet on me anymore, I have to use this little drawing board instead. So it's been a while since I used this, but I mean, it's still good. It's a great backup source. So we have the first word here being ear, right? Ear. E-A-R, ear. I don't know if it helps if I write like IPA, the International Phonetic Alphabet. But hello, I see Miran is here too. Hi Miran. I saw your message this morning. I will respond to it after the stream today. Here we have ear. I'm just pronouncing words. Let's see. I'm trying to remember my IPAs. So, ear. Yeah, here. Ear. The schwa with the squiggles. Yeah, like that. Ear. So it sounds like e, yeah, like e, yer. There you go. Mirans, it's so freezing cold outside in Korea. Oh my goodness. I feel that. It's cold in California. Yesterday it was kind of hot, and then now it's cold again. My goodness. The weather is just crazy here. Hi, Hans. Good to see you. Now we're moving down to I. So I am providing some IPA. So anything in the slash is just like IPA. We have I. Just trying to hear the sounds. It's like... There you go. Oops. Let me erase that one. There we go. I was able to hide it. Yay! Not delete the whole word. Yay. So it's just like a blended word. It's like I. There you go. I. It's not like I. You can hear the difference between those two words. I hope you're, oh yeah, so I'm looking back down on the chat, Samira, and I hope you're staying bundled and warm. Hope you're staying warm and toasty. It is quite cold today. Let me see here. Jumping next to, the next word is eyebrow. So we already have the word eye here. We have eyebrow. B-R-A-U. Okay. Eyebrow. Cool. So we have the I sound, and then we say brow. Brow is in like ouch. This one. There you go. Hopefully that's clear for you guys. We have eyelashes next. So again, it's like eyelashes. I'm just trying to remember my... Is that the right one? No, it should be... Yeah, it's ash. What did it look like again? So early in the morning, I'm just like thinking, how did I do the A again? Oh, now I remember. It's A with the... There you go. Ashes. There you go. Eyelashes. So we have I again. Then we have lashes. Lashes. Okay. So I provided IPA again. The top part is IPA. And the bottom part is just sounding words. With like the closest word that I could think of, so it's just sounding. That's all the reference you need to know here. Next one we have nose. Nose. Okay, it sounds like it just sounds like a Z is there. Nose. That's my nose. Nope. Keep finding that. Nose. Yeah. All right. Nostrils. Interesting. So we have nose here because of the E making the long O sound. But if we're gonna go with this one here, because it's a syllable, the first one is nos. So we're making that syllable down here, and that's why it makes a nostril sound. It's because the syllable cutoff is basically what determines what the sound's gonna be. So we have na. What was ah again? Yeah. And ah. I believe that was nos. Nostrils. Yeah. Nostrils. Okay. I think of the word na. Na. I'm not in the mood. Nah. Nos. Strolls. See, the thing about IPA and why I use the slash is because it determines, like, based on what you think is the sound. It's not like the official sound. There's two of them. The brackets mean like this is how it's supposed to sound like, or the reference of it. The one in slashes is just like how you determine and perceive it. So I hear that nostrils, strolls. There could also be an argument that there's no E there, and just use a dark L instead. Nostrils. There you go. And it's a dark, whoops, not a T. There you go. Or something like that. Nostrils. Holes. So you could argue there's an holes. Or something like that. There we go. Next word we have lips. Lips. And lips is just how it is. L. S. There, lips. And we have mouth. Mouth. Ow. Oops. I should not put the dash there. Mouth. And then mouth. Then we have teeth. Teeth. And then we have the long, it's just this, it just looks like bad teeth. It actually sounds like what it looks like. But then we have tooth, which is a singular word. Or the singular version of the word. Tooth. Okay. And it actually sounds like that too. So any reference is just ooh. Tooth. There you go. Alright. Does me writing down the IPA help in any way? I'm just curious to hear what people think. Because if it's just like unnecessary, I can just speed up and go to the next page, which is talking about description. We have head. I'm gonna write down IPA, what was it? There you go. Head. And it sounds like an S sound. So the EA is not following the rules, just so you know. Because I know a lot of people might say heed, because if they see two vowels next to each other, it's a long E sound, which typically takes place here. But it's not. That would be the word heed, which means like listen or obey. This is where it becomes heed. Okay, so this is the long E sound. By this, marked by this image, but this one, as in like sound, so it would be like head, like that, head. Okay. We have face. It's a long A sound. There you go, face, and it sounds like face. Like that. Just like the spelling reference, face. Alright, neck is the next one. Neck. It sounds the way it does with an F sound. Neck. There you go. Then we have chin. Chin. I'm putting like spaces in between just so people could see it, but it's all together though, so it should technically be like this. Like that. But I'm just putting spaces so people can just see what words are kind of together, like especially long vowel sounds. I'm just combining them there. Next we have shoulder. think this might be a dark L sound too. Shoulder. 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 Okay. We have arm next. Ah, arm. Arm. Gonna blend these two here. Arm. I believe that's the symbol for it. Arm. We have the aw sound plus the R sound. Arm. Actually, let me take off the E. See, there's no E sound that I hear. There we go. Good. And then we have stomach next. I think it's a schwa. I think so. Stomach. Stomach. Might be a schwa. I'm thinking about it. Because schwas are stress vowels. Stomach. Yeah. I think it would be a schwa because it's stressed. I'm thinking about again. Okay. Because I'm trying to remember, like, schwas are they unstressed vowels or are they stressed vowels? It's been a while. What is it called? I'm gonna look it up here. Schwas. I just want to remember if it's a stress sound. Stress. And stress. Yeah, it's an unstressed syllable. It's a mid-central, represent the, commonly known as... In a word with two vowels, a schwa can be found in the middle of the word when the syllable's unstressed. Okay. An example would be like woman, buses, human, again, effect, bikini, bikini is what they're trying to say here. Police. I see what they're saying. Support. Syringe. Alphabet. Dinosaur. Dinosaur. I see what they're saying. Okay, so it's unstressed. So that's the one thing that always frustrates me when I'm looking at schwas. I keep forgetting if they're a stress or unstressed rule because when it comes to because when it comes to identifying the spelling or the sound in California specifically, and this was something my professor once told me, Californians can't tell the difference between this sound versus this sound because they're almost identical with each other. They just said this one's just unstressed. And I always think about like the words like sofa. It would be right there, fa. And then you say love. Love would be that too. Interestingly, love. Because it's not, you're not saying love, you're saying love. And it's very quick. So it's an unstressed vowel. And I'm just thinking about stomach. Stomach. Because if that's the case... Excuse me, it's still early in the morning. Stomach might be... I can find it. S-T... It might be this one, stomach, instead. Because it has to be unstressed. Also, Wender Lima joined. Hello, Wender Lima. He said, or she said, hello. Hello, my teacher from Hollow App. Thank you. Hello, good to see you. Thanks for joining. The next word we have is thumb. Or actually, let's go with hand first. So we have hand. So the IPA would be this. Hand. And then ah. So I think like as an apple. Hand. This one sounds stress, so I'm gonna go with this one, I guess. There you go. And then we have and then I forgot to write down for stomach, so I'm gonna write it here. Stomach or stomach. What's your? That's the stomach. It even sounds like an eh sound for me too. So this is actually highly debatable. Just saying. Just remember, accents where you grew up in affects how you would perceive the word. So the example was when we looked at the stress word here. Someone might say syringe, right? Syringe, or syringe. So you might hear eh or and then you might also hear bikini being a bi sound, bikini versus bikini with the schwa, bikini. So really, it just really depends on where you're from and how you say the word in that English community. It does affect how you would perceive the sound. So there's actually multiple ways you could actually say something, interestingly enough. It just really depends on what community or environment of English you are surrounded with. We have the word thigh, and then AI. That's it. Thigh. This one is like thigh. Oops, let me just not use the word I here. Thigh. There you go. We have finger next. Finger. So we have, oops, shouldn't be there. Switch that over here and then do the schwa. There you go, finger. Then we have the word knee. That's it, knee. Also, I forgot to write this one. Bing. So you might be confused as to why I wrote this fing, because there's an ing sound, finger. Then we have knee. It's just long e, knee. And then we have leg. And sound, leg. We're almost done with this. We have the word foot. What's the sound? Here we go. Foot. And it's represented as just a interesting sound, because there's a difference between like as in good. Because if I say and are different. So I'm just gonna put, I think I'm just gonna put 2 O's, just so I can represent where I got it from. Think of the word good. Right, this O sound, good. Good and foot are the same. So, foot. Because another one that you would see with an O, double O sound is gonna hear like the word oo, like the U sound. So an example would be like saying to. It makes that long oo sound. Like, yeah, me too, which is not foot. So if I use the same word like oo for foot, it'll be like foot, and it doesn't. It just sounds accented. Because I would hear it from another accent who would say foot instead of foot. So it's a different sound. So as you can see, the O's are different. Probably a classic case of borrowing that took place in English language. So you can see our spelling is not consistent. So sometimes it just really comes down to memorization of the sound. which is why I wrote down all these IPA and references for you guys, just in case, just to identify the difference. So I'm just gonna put here that they're not the same. They're not the same. Okay, so they're different sounds. Here we go. They're different sounds. Okay. Last one we have the word toe, and it's just represented like that. When I see the O, it's just a long O sound. So I'm gonna say toe, like O. Okay. Hopefully all of these were useful in terms of spelling and IPA. Again, let me know if you find this that it's not useful at all. I don't have to stick around and mention all of these or write down all of these references. It's just there to help you guys hear how I typically say it, what my perception is of these words as well. Because again, some words in English can be slightly accented, like I mentioned here, like police. I don't say police, I say puli. Like I say like, how do I say it? Police, police. That's the police. Yeah, I can hear it. Puh is in the beginning. Or if I say bikini, I might say bikini instead of bikini, right? There's a difference in the sound. It's a slight accent, and it doesn't really make a big deal, just so you guys know. Accents really are not a problem here. Also, Zen840, welcome. Thanks for joining us. We're now looking at hair here. I'm gonna try and speed up through this. Or, well, it could just be for a reference today. And then tomorrow, maybe we can address the next one, which is describing people. So we'll see. Zen840 says, hello, Teacher Hana. I'm your old friend. You know me by my another name. I see. Wender Lima says, see you, teacher. I'll back to work. All right. Thanks for joining me, Wender Lima. Thank you. This video will be posted later. Finally, we are here. We have the word long. I'm just gonna mix things up a little bit. I'm not gonna write IPA this time, just so I do want to get through the next presentation. And it's a very short chapter, so you just have to repeat after me if you wish, and let's see if this method works. So I'm just gonna write here as a note as repeat after me. I'm gonna say each word twice. The first one is gonna be like well, maybe I'm gonna say it 3 times. The first word I'm gonna say in the original, or like how I say it naturally. And then the second time I'm gonna say it slow. So I'm gonna say OG for original. 2 is slow. And then 3, go back to original. So if I see this on my note, I'll be like, okay, I repeated original, like sing at a normal speed. Slow, and OG, like, I shouldn't say original, I should say normal. Normal. So I'm gonna shorten it with NORM for norm. Normal. Okay. So Zen, also KLIK joined. Hello, good to see you. Zen840. Do you remember Chan on Hollow? And where is teacher Marnie from USA on Hollow? Maybe I do remember seeing you there. And teacher Marnie, I haven't seen her. I don't know where she is. I apologize for that. Miran says, I am back. Welcome back. Good to see you. I'm gonna mix things up. So we're at this segment here where I will pronounce each word instead of writing IPA. So hopefully it'll help. So yeah, this is a different method. The first one on top, I put a lot of IPA and references. Here we're just gonna pronounce the words. We have the word long, long, and then long. Short, short, short. Shoulder length, shoulder length, shoulder length. Bald, bald, bald. Beard, beard, beard. Straight, straight, straight. Wavy, wavy, wavy. Curly. 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 Ponytail. 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 We have mustache. 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 Or sorry, mustache. So you might be wondering why I corrected myself. It's because of the stress. Notice I say mustache, so the stress comes here. But interestingly, I think in the UK, their stress is the A sound. So we would say mustache in the US, but UK would say mustache, right? Mustache versus mustache. A different accent or a different stress. Zen says, Chan from Cambodia on Hollow. Oh, welcome, Chan. It's been a while. I think I might have remembered you, but it's been a long, long time. But thank you for coming back. It's good to see you. So again, we have, I'll say them again, just so you have your reference here. For US, mustache. 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 And sorry, mustache. There you go. UK is mustache. 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 It's a different placement. And we do have a similar word. I am watching like British people on YouTube lately, so I've been catching one of their difference in our words. Another example would be the word weekend. So US, I'm gonna do a color here. So for US, we stress the week. Oops, I forgot the spelling here. And go back to black. And then for the UK, they stress their ending. So we don't say weekend in British or UK English. UK English says weekend. And I it's just in my head because I keep hearing the word wacky weekend and I'm like, wacky weekend. So US tends to stress their nouns towards the beginning or second syllable. I've been noticing that UK English stresses their nouns in like the middle. It's interesting. Zen says, yes, it's been a long time. Nice to see you too. Thank you. Yeah, so that's just an alternate. This is just an extra example of what I've been noticing in different stresses. So again, it doesn't matter because you have the word mustache. It's already there. We'll know what it is. All that is going to tell me, depending on how you say it, is it just tells me as a teacher, like, oh, did you learn British English or did you learn American English? That's just a distinguishment for me. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, we have black hair, black hair, black hair, brown hair, brown hair, brown hair, blonde hair. Sorry, I was stressing it there. Blonde hair, blonde hair, blonde hair, red hair, red hair, red hair, gray hair, gray hair, gray hair. So this one here as an example is just spelling. So I'll put SP to represent spelling. And AY versus EY. They're still the same sound, it's just a different spelling. Again, does it matter? It only indicates how you learned your English. Did you learn from an American English program or school, or did you learn from a UK English? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's just, for example, potato. They're okay. They're still the same thing. It doesn't change anything. Okay. I know, for example, you might be wondering, for example, like, oh, where does it show that the stress matters? Stress matters if it's a difference in class. So I'm just gonna write here as a note. Stress matters in word class. So for example, like a noun going into a verb. We have, I like to use this example. I'm trying to think of the stress here. What's the word that we use? There's also a slight spelling change too. I was gonna use the word graduate versus graduate. I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to think about it. I'm so sorry, guys. It's just really hard for me to think in the morning about this. Stress matters in word class. So we have noun to verb, and I'm thinking of something else. What's that other word? I guess I could use that word. I'll just use the word graduate to graduate. And graduate. I'm gonna underline them here and use this color. So graduate sounds like an IT sound, and then the stress is here. Okay, graduate. This one is graduate. So the stress happens right here. It changes. So the stress matters only in word class. Noun to verb. So graduate. She is a graduate from this high school. She is a graduate from college, etc. No. Zen said, do you mean educate or congratulate? No, I'm talking about word classes, as in like changing a noun to a verb. That's when stress matters. Because it's the same word, but being used in a different word class. So you could say, this student is a graduate, or this person is a graduate from Oxford Academy, for example. And then here we have graduate basically means like it was the action, the verb of graduating, like finishing a school, an education. So we have graduate. So she graduated from Oxford Academy. So we're talking about a finished verb in that sentence. So notice where the stress happens. Graduate happens at the front, graduate, versus graduated. So the stress goes into the A sound here. Zen is saying educate, congratulate, or evacuate. No, because if I was to, well, you could actually use the word, I'm trying to think about it. I'm just trying to find words that have stress, where it does matter, and it's just word class. That's all I'm saying here. Also, just to clear this up a little bit and clean it up. It's word class. There you go. It only matters in word class, but for the rest of the time, most of the time, it's accent. So if it's not, stress doesn't matter for accent. So if you have an accent when you say the word, it's okay. Accent doesn't matter. As long as you say the word and I understand, you're perfectly fine. Okay. I think realistically speaking, understandably today is a short day and we're just looking at pronunciation. So tomorrow, I'm just gonna bump up 11 to our lesson tomorrow so that Friday we have a conversation that just focuses on these stuff. Because normally I would spend a little bit more time in grammar, which is like 90 minutes long, and I just don't have that time today because I do have to get ready for work. So yeah, that being said, I will continue the lessons tomorrow after we finish the section here. We have the word short, short, short. Medium height, medium height, medium height. Tall, tall, tall. Then we have beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So we have young, young, young. Middle-aged, middle-aged, middle-aged. Old. 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 Handsome. 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 Okay. I saw that Zen said the word expatriate is noun verb, I think. I'm very interested in grammar. Please make lesson on intermediate grammar. This is intermediate level grammar, just so you know. Just for reference, I'll show you the front of the book. This is page 43. Oopsies. Jump to the first page, please. There you go. This is level 3 intermediate grammar. We're just already going over, we're going over just this page because this is where we're at right now. But yeah, that is basically today's lesson on that. The word expatriate, I believe it's a noun class, not unless I know that it's being used as a verb, so I'm just gonna look it up in Google very quickly. I like using the word define, because it tells you how it's being used. We have expatriate, and American expatriates in London, a person who lives outside of their native country. Expatriate, still the same stress from what I see here, denoting or relating to a person living outside their native country. Expatriate writers and artists, so it's still the same sound. Expatriate, there's a space here, it seems. Settles oneself abroad. Candidates should be willing to expatriate. Oh, expatriate. Ah, okay, I see what you're saying. So here, I'm seeing the word classes for expatriate. There is a sound difference here too. So expatriate shows that there's double long vowel sounds here. So it depends on how you're using the verb, or sorry, the word. It does have a change in spelling, sound, and yeah, it can be with spelling. It can have a change in sound, and it can have a change in stress. So those are the main 3 things I notice when you're changing word classes, is just these 3. So expatriate, it's fine here for noun. Again, expatriate is still the same for adjective. And then just a verb changes. So if you're changing from a noun typically to a verb, it will take on more of a different sound. So that's kind of like the common thing that I've noticed here. So expatriate. Yeah. But I digress. The great example though, Zen, thank you for your question. I apologize again, today's a very short stream just because I have a limited time in the morning and I have to get ready for work, so it's already 6 a.m. That's my alarm clock telling me it's time to get ready for work. So yeah, tomorrow we are going to continue grammar and then just look at chapter 11, which is describing people. And hopefully it should cover for the whole day, so we should be fine. I think it'll be like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. We'll see how that goes. And then on Friday, I believe. Yeah, so this is Thursday's lesson. And then Friday, we will have a conversation that'll focus on practicing what we learn in grammar. So we do have our conversation practice here as well. Okay, so I think that's about it for today's session. I definitely have to update my schedule because I had something else planned for tomorrow, but it's okay. We can push the slide to the day after, so it's perfect. So yeah, questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions, feel free to leave comments on the live stream right now while I'm still here, or you can leave it on the YouTube video, which if you guys go to my YouTube channel, it's the same handle, so just the Homebody teacher. If you look me up on YouTube, you'll find my video. It'll already be posted there. And yeah, I believe that's about it for today's session. And I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I think that's about it. So Zen says, I've really enjoyed this lesson. Thank you so much, teacher. Thank you so much for joining, and thank you for your questions, Zen. So thank you so much. Yes, I really love hearing what your guys' thoughts are on it. If you enjoyed having me write IPA for the pronunciations, let me know too, because I can keep doing that. Or if not, I can just repeat myself 3 times, normal, slow, normal speed, so you can follow and shadow what I'm saying and pronounce it that way too. Yeah, so if you want access to the notes, I just recommend you join my Discord server, because I do save my notes as PDF files and I export them on my Discord server, and you can just access all my notes there. So I'll just show this to you guys as a review. Okay, so this is my Discord server. I'm just running through this as a reference here. Okay, yeah, I got it. Anyways, if you go down to this section, to the lounge livestream notes, and you go under this tab, because I try to categorize them so you can find them easily. If we go under the grammar section, it highlights all my grammar posts. So this is a conversation grammar. I think this was the most recent one. What I do is I have my notes here for the itinerary, and if you scroll down, keep scrolling, there's my video. This one right here is your PDF file, so you have access to my notes that I covered during the stream. So I always make it into a PDF file that you can download for yourself and you can save it for free. And of course, if you choose to subscribe to my coffee, anyone who's taking on the sushi roll, nerve of tungsten, or imperial scholar roles can pick up the homework. So if you click on this link, the homework is right here. It's a practice book that I grabbed from the book as well. And of course, it's optional if you want to do the homework. I can grade it very quickly and let you know how you did, and etc. So this is linking to, if you are a coffee homebody, I have a grammar section that's exclusively just for them. And you have the homework, you have the notes, etc. And then you also have me grading them if you wish. But yeah, if you want to support me, everything's there on Coffee and Discord. But yeah, I save everything there. Aw, thank you, Miran. She's just waving and putting hearts. Thank you so much. Alright, so, yeah, apologies for waking up late. This week has been rough. The weather has been affecting my health negatively in terms of I feel more tired than usual. I've also noticed my colleagues at work are starting to show symptoms of feeling sick. A lot of them are mentioning they have pressure on their forehead, that they're feeling like it's allergy season, but it's not even spring yet. So it's interesting to see that. So something's happening in terms of the weather that's making us feel a little off today. So I know it's not just me, but that's what's happening, and I apologize. I'm really hoping that next week will be easier on my health, and I'll be able to stream normally. So fingers crossed for that. All right, so I go live on YouTube and Instagram Monday through Friday. Oh, speaking of which, next week I am changing my schedule because I will be incorporating my workout session and also dancing again. So as a result of that, I will not be streaming Monday through Friday. I will be attempting to stream Monday through Thursday, but I don't know if I will be dropping Monday just because Sunday night is when I'm dancing as well. So as a result of that, I may not be able to stream on Monday. So next week will be an experiment to see how that goes. But if not, I will definitely drop Monday and then just stream from Tuesday through Thursday. So it's just a 3-day conversation practice, and then Tuesday will still have its grammar lessons in the evening when needed. Well, on regular schedule. So next week we are going to resume our English for Everyone grammar. So this is just to continue where we left off. We are streaming tomorrow for grammar, just so I am making up for Tuesday that I canceled yesterday because I was feeling very tired, and I'm still feeling it today. So I'm really hoping tomorrow and the day after and the week after will hopefully be better in terms of my health. So yeah, I apologize again. I just feel really, really fatigued, and it's just I'm exhausted beyond words, and I just need a lot of rest. But other than that, that's the end of today's stream. Thank you for staying back and listening to my updates. I will see you guys tomorrow. So yeah, everything should be back on normal schedule, not unless I let you guys know I have cancellations for whatever reason. If I do, I will mention it on Discord, so that's why I always keep reinforcing join my Discord so you can hear the news right away there first. And then I try to share it on Instagram second. So if you don't see anything from me on Instagram, it's most likely there's news on my Discord. And yeah, please forgive me for my tardiness for this week, just because the weather's been very hard on me. And hopefully next week will be better. So yeah, instead of regurgitating my same words again, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream. So I wish you all a good morning, good evening. Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Drink something healthy, like water, orange juice. Stay healthy. Eat something healthy too, if you can. Or if you are already watching this before you go to bed, have a good night's rest. And I will see you guys tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys. Take care. Thanks for joining.